Their record is ATS, that's it.
All right, live with you on a Sunday. Kevin Walsh, Joe Lisi, Pro Football Today. Let's dive into this London game. Where are we right now? As we're trying to figure out, could there be some value live? What props could we be rooting in? We do not have, and I've been trying to look for it, Joe, an official word on Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything either. That hurts props. That hurts everything. I still think we take a shot with Scott.
Well, so what happened? But is he the one who fumbled on the last drive?
I couldn't tell you.
It was.
I was checked
it
out.
was Scott. It was. So that would, what, Cam Akers with his passing touchdown in this game? Jordan Mason was injured, and then it went to commercial, and, we don't have volume. Maybe they said something. I don't see anything over on Twitter. None of the reporters are on top of this right now, which is a little bit frustrating.
There's a crazy bet on FanDuel. Quinshon Judkins and Jordan Mason a rush for $250.
Yeah.
Look at the price.
Well, what is
plus
it?
17.5. It's almost
175 to 1.
Yeah.
And you're not really. You dropped 150. Somebody clicked it. You? Well, you've got. Is that Mason back there?
I can't see.
Hold on. It is. He's back. He's alive. Here we go. So, Joe, 17-14. Cleveland's offense stuck in the mud a little.
125 to 1. They're
well, because they thought they were giving you a one-man show. They didn't know he was back.
He's back.
He's back in a big
90-yarder to the house.
Judkins is at 95.
I need 5 from him.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Wentz, all of a sudden, he was playing so well coming out of the half.
Each team came out for another scripted drive for the second half, and then they both went back into shells. Was that batted down, or did that get Jordan Mason in a bad spot?
Batted down.
You had to catch that.
No, that was batted down. So,
all right. So, if you are the Vikings, you've got plenty of time, right? There's no panic here. Cleveland doesn't look super explosive, but the thing is, you need a field goal to tie. But you're not going to win this game with just a field. You're trying to win this if you're Minnesota. They got much bigger expectations. And also, this is a spot that Minnesota's supposed to be able to take advantage of, Joe.
Let me ask you this.
Double international is supposed to be an advantage.
The way Wentz is playing.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't like where this is going. It's a laser to Justin Jefferson. I assume the way Wentz is playing, should they offer him a contract extension? Was that where this was going? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
This is eerily similar to what we saw last year when Darnold just put up huge numbers.
Oh, so you like what you're seeing from Wentz?
I don't like what I'm seeing.
You
what
love
I'm saying
what you're seeing.
No. Is he giving you the best opportunity to win?
He's better than J.J. McCarthy now.
Well, that's my point. So when McCarthy...
I couldn't agree more.
So what do you do?
They're just going to, I think...
Do you fire the scout that said push J.J. McCarthy into the...
Maybe, a little bit, honest. That guy's job may be... Let me just say this, Joe. As someone who would love to see Wentz hold on to this job, look, I'm a Carson guy, right? It's a flaw. It's a character flaw. I think you see it in this game. Joe, I don't think Wentz is going to be able to hold up. Even if they were like, Wentz, keep the job, there's just no way at some point they don't have to get this football back to J.J. McCarthy. Right. I don't see how Wentz holds up. He's playing out there with a sling right now. The offensive line is so banged up, he gets hit, 5, 6, 7 times a game. He's scrambling around he's not. They entering this week had each quarterback had played 2 games and each had been sacked 9 times. 18 sacks allowed were the most in football.
Right.
So you can't blame either guy.
No, I don't think their rushing attack is elite either. They went from Aaron Jones, right? Last year. His number was 750 now. He's banged up. He's on IR. And they got Jordan Mason, he's good, but we're not talking about James Cook back there. We're not talking about a home run hitter.
Right. But they poured a lot of money, Joe, into the offensive line, and it's just not a healthy unit right now.
He gets sacked again. My point, though, is this.
That's a bad job.
If they're a 500 team, 8-9, 9-8, right? Because we'll just use their preseason total.
Sure.
if you're O'Connell, you have a serious decision to make. Like, what is, again, he's been hurt now in back-to-back years, McCarthy.
Yeah.
You don't know what you have.
100%.
This is a similar situation to what the Niners did with Trey Lance. Like, if the guy can't stay on the field, and again, limited, you have to do what's best for the organization moving forward. Is it Wentz or is it McCarthy? Man, that was
What was that? Was there a gust of wind?
That was terrible. Kickers are terrible. Kickers cost you more games than they win you. Bottom line.
Well, hold on a second. There had to be a gust of wind. I'm not even trying to make fun.
Gust of wind? Come on.
Joe, he's a good kicker. How did he miss like that?
Because he shanked it. That's why.
Good.
I shanked it back when I was a kid at 12 years old.
You were kicking?
I did. I had a goalpost. I broke 2 window panes.
Hold on a second.
On
hold on a second.
New Year's Eve.
What?
I did. I had a quick story. I had a goalpost. It was all plastic, and I was like 12, 13 years old, and it came with the tee and everything. My dad's like, "Don't put it up against the garage because you might hit the window."
Yeah.
They go out
right up against the garage
in the snow. It was good, but it hooked left. I broke 2 window panes, and then I try to put something up. It was double pane glass. It was no good.
All right. Hey, listen. Get him. At least it was good, though.
Bottom line, you're not getting a window guy New Year's Eve. I'm just telling you. We were 12 years old calling up the window guy.
You started making calls?
Yeah. Can you come over? We broke it.
Yeah, there was a couple windows on the block that saw better days. That's all right. Listen, I wanted to just say this with J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
So this is his second season since being drafted, right?
Yeah.
You don't really see guys giving up on after 2 years. Josh Rosen was an example. A high-level draft choice, though, made that possible. Could Minnesota have a nightmare season where they are in that range again? Maybe, and maybe that would change things. But here's the deal, Joe. You just pulled the 2023 draft. First overall, Bryce Young. Is Bryce guaranteed to be Carolina's starter next year?
No.
Anthony Richardson, 4th overall, has basically no chance
to
be Indianapolis starter next year. So J.J. McCarthy has and I don't know if he makes it in next year. He probably does. I think we'll see. But next year would be it. And then Minnesota will move on. You just because you draft a guy high does not mean you have to sink everything in him. You don't hope it works out.
You don't want to be the Giants. You don't want to have a Daniel Jones situation, do you?
No.
Let's string this guy along. Oh, we have to. He's got to be our starter. He's got to be. And then all of a sudden,
again, especially when O'Connell has been able to get consistent, good quarterback play, regardless of the quarterback. So, but now, by the way, lost in that whole missed kick that was to tie the football game.
Yes.
I mean, that's a monster miss.
Huge. And it would have given you the over 35.5 because then
this could be a tie.
Right.
It would have given you the over 33.5 in game.
Right. Did he lose a yard there?
I think he might have flagged the holding. Maybe it gets wiped off the board.
Take it.
Fantastic. No losing. Well, I'll tell you, the way the Browns offense has been going, Joe, 1st and 20, I mean, they might as well punt this thing right now to make sure that,
I mean, that's what I said, conservative type of approach. They have the lead.
Yeah.
The defense is playing lights out, especially in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
Why risk it?
I need 2 more Gabriel completions. That's why. So if we could just, dump down, that would be fantastic. Sure. I'll meet you in the middle there. How's Hawkinson doing?
Terrible.
Hasn't seen the ball much of late. We're coming up against the break here, though, on SportsGrid. We're following all the action in London. We're going to talk to NFL insider Adam Caplan next.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Greg Carton Show, only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. You're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Football contest season is back, and so is the Las Vegas Football Contest Show. Season 2, the sharpest football contest show in the land. Focusing on all 3 Circa Sports contests and the Westgate Superbook Super Contest, we handicap the games and release our contest picks every week of the season. Featuring Super Contest champions Brady Cannon, James Salinas, and former NFL player Mike Pritchard, all team will have you prepared this season like none other. Check us out every weekend right here on SportsGrid.
All right, back at the right here on SportsGrid. I am horrified that I'm going to lose this Gabriel completions prop by the hook. He overthrew Njoku in the flat. Won't be the first time it happens, so we'll see what shakes and breaks here. Let's bring in NFL insider Adam Caplan. Cap, always great to check in with you before a big-time NFL slate. Well, we got to talk a little Philadelphia Eagles. You and I were able to talk a little during the week about everything surrounding Philly. More comes out over the weekend that apparently A.J. Brown, not the only frustrated wide receiver, maybe Devonta Smith is a little frustrated as well. Can you give us the latest around this Eagles group?
Yeah, so here's the reality and the truth. So last year, Kevin, you know, as being an Eagles fan, they were super high run centric, and it worked. It got them to a Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts was wildly inconsistent last season. Well, you fast forward to this season, and their passing game has been mostly disappointing, right? Hurts has had a couple of halves of football, particularly last week. You were at that game in Tampa where you go, wow, this is amazing. He's never looked this good against the blitz. And then he was 0 for 8 for 0 yards in the second half. So the word around the team is the receivers are frustrated, just like they were last year. But it was similar to because the passing game was not very good. And now you have yet another offensive coordinator change, Kevin. This is Jalen Hurts' 6th different play caller in his career. Mm-hmm. He had Doug Peterson, people forget, in his rookie season. Then Shane Steichen. After Nick Sirianni handed the play calling over to him. Brian Johnson had known Jalen Hurts going back to Hurts' childhood. Brian Johnson was fired. Kellen Moore gets it, right? Their passing game was inconsistent. He gets the New Orleans Saints job. Then Kevin Patullo, the passing game coordinator, they wanted to stay in-house, I'm told, because they did not want to give him yet another voice he was not familiar with. And it hasn't worked out yet. So on your question about, well, why are the players piping off or not happy? Kevin, if you look at what the players said, we're talking about A.J. Brown, you know what he put in social media, which was a little different. You know, he had a very cryptic response to what's going on. He talked last year about the passing game. He went on the record saying that's the issue with their offense. He didn't sing out the OC or the quarterback. And now Devonta Smith, if you watch his interview, which is definitely out there, he's not happy. So yeah, some one source that is saying what's really going on there. Look, it's the reason why we're talking about this, Kevin, is they're a 4-0 team, yet players are not happy with certain things. But yet they have a really good locker room. It's very unique, though. Covering this business, you don't usually see this stuff or players talking on the record about what they don't like. I mean, Kevin, you know, they were talking about the need to be aggressive. Even Hurts said that about them needing to be aggressive. It's kind of strange, But you know what? I give him credit for going on the record and saying it.
Cap, I just want to ask, because Sirianni dealt with this a couple of years ago and they got knocked out of the playoffs by Tampa, and there's a body of work there, do you feel like Sirianni is sort of feeling this process out and sort of like just get this team progressing week to week to week, where I've said it, they're winning games and they're winning against top-ranked competition right now?
I know. Joe, that's a great question. Let me go back to 2023 when the team imploded, both sides of the football. When he I guess they reorganized the defense. Sean decided the defense coordinator was he lost the responsibilities, right? They handed off to Matt Patricia. That was an absolute disaster. Offensively, Brian Johnson, the offense really regressed in the second half. Now, he learned a lot, okay? And what happened was he had to get things righted. He did, and they wound up winning the Super Bowl last season, and he got his contract extension. So, Joe, he knows how to deal with turmoil. This is minor comparative to what happened in 2023. I think, to be honest with you, Joe, I think Sirianni became a better head coach. I mean, I know people around him thought the same way. So he's become a better head coach. Now, this one, to move this forward, Joe, they've got to get Hurts righted. He can't just play one great half. Now, Kevin, you were at that game.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts took a big hit in the second quarter. Now, he was not diagnosed with anything during the game or after the game. He took all the reps this week as a starting quarterback. But you have to wonder, 0 for 8 for 0 yards. I know they didn't have to throw it much because they had a big lead. And you saw what happened to the Bucs, made the game closer than it should have been. But it's something to watch today. One more thing before we move on is, how aggressive are they against a very good defense in the Broncos? The Eagles have passing personnel. They can't run it, Joe. They can't run it, guys, to save their life. At some point, they've got to be able to throw the ball better.
Yeah, I think that is well said there. Cap, I want to ask you about the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to talk to the Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow, in just a moment here and get a lot of insight from him on, I mean, we made the whole segment on Baltimore with the list. I am curious, are you hearing anything out of Baltimore? Confidence shaken for the preseason Super Bowl favorites?
No, but we have to watch Zach Orr, defense coordinator. Let's talk about their defense, right? Overall, guys, they're without 5 defensive starters. Kyle Hamilton is the latest. He didn't practice this week with a groin injury, so he's inactive today. They've been beaten up at the cornerback position. Marlon Humphrey, their best corner, is out again. He's had calf problems. Jair Alexander, who was not in good enough physical shape, he's active today, so he's going to have to play. They want to get him better game shape, so he's playing today. Ronnie Stanley, the left tackle's out. The big thing is here, though, as we keep it on defense, if you recall last season, right? They got off to a terrible start defensively. Then they righted it. Then they got their season turnaround. You saw how well they were. This season, they look bad on defense. They've been hurt just about every week. But overall, now you've got the quarterback change with Lamar Jackson out with a hamstring. Cooper Rush, a decent backup. I know he's got a winning record, but he had a terrible game against the Eagles. He was awful. It was probably his worst game as a professional. So this is 1 week. I know people are looking at the Texans. How could they lose? How could the Texans be so bad? But to me, when you look at why are the Texans a road favorite in Baltimore, it's simply look where the Ravens have out, guys. I never say that picking these games are easy. I did very well last week, fantasy versus the number. I'm off to 0-1 start. I like the Rams Thursday night. If the Texans can't win this game, guys, they should be embarrassed. This should not be a close game with that great defense the Texans have.
Totally agree, Cap. Let's keep it in the division quickly. With that performance with Cincinnati, are they going to get another quarterback for Jake Browning? This offense can't get the ball to Jamar Chase.
This is a game where they've got to move the football. I know it's not a great matchup for them with Detroit, but the fact of the matter is Jake Browning's got to be better. He's been there for a number of years. They really like him, but they're in a situation, Joe, that they still have a chance to hang in there for the playoff race. And that division, by the way, Steelers, who thought they'd be in the lead at 3-1, and the Ravens would be this bad. But, Joe, this is something to watch over the next couple of weeks, how Browning starts. No matter how much they love him, they've got to be better in that position.
Cap, it is always great to check in with you. It is going to be a really interesting Sunday. It just has that feel in the air. We appreciate it as always.
You got it, guys. Thanks.
All right, great stuff there from Adam Caplan. We've got the Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow, joining us next. The Ravens, of course, will be discussed. If we have time for anything else, we'll get there. There's a lot of injuries on the Baltimore Ravens. We'll be right back.
well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in.
Right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
Let's get right to it. The Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow, as good as it gets. Make sure you get over to SixScore.com. I cannot imagine that you people aren't already over there. What would you be doing? Have you looked around this league? How else are you making bets, setting lineups without SixScore.com? Little promo code, by the way. Promo code SportsGrid. Free week of sick picks. And, Doc, if I'm not mistaken, last week, pretty valuable to be in line with those sick picks.
We were 8-1. The Las Vegas Raiders was our only loss with that block and the late touchdown from Chicago. 8-1 on sides.
That's pretty good, Doc. That's pretty good. Again, get over to SixScore.com for all of that information. Let's begin. Of course, we're beginning in Baltimore. And this is multifaceted. Let's start with just today. When you guys are grading out the Ravens, how do they fare at home against this Houston team? Where are you seeing the biggest mismatches in this one?
Well, it's the Ravens defense, and we started talking about that last week on SportsGrid. This is why we liked the Chiefs plus 2.5 last week. We thought with the defensive line injuries, Matabuke and more out, that the Chiefs would be able to run the ball. This week it gets worse. Their run-stopping linebacker, Roquan Smith, is out. Their best player on defense, Kyle Hamilton, is out. There are multiple players on the secondary out. I get the attentions on Lamar Jackson being out, but it really should be on the Ravens' defense being banged up.
Let me ask you this, Doc, though. For Baltimore, a loss today, it's not going to end their season, but losing Lamar Jackson for a number of weeks might. We know he is not playing today. For you guys at SixScore.com, what is the outlook for Lamar beyond this weekend?
I think he's out till week 8 because there's a week 7 bye. And week 6, you get him extra rest. What you don't want to do is turn a mild hamstring into an 8-week hamstring. That would mean your season. So I think he'll be back after the bye. So there's another week with Lamar out.
Doc, the matchup in MetLife, Cowboys enter. They're 1.5-point favorites, but they have multiple offensive linemen injured for this game. Give me your assessment about the Cowboys' offensive line and how they potentially could fare against the Jets' defense today.
You're right. You're still in the information there. That's what we've been saying. 3 out of 5 linemen injured for the Dallas Cowboys. Javonte Williams maybe unders. And we got to also remember Dallas has injuries on defense still. Malik Hooker, their corners aren't 100%. And arguably, especially with Mika Parsons gone, their best defensive player, Demarion Overshawn, still isn't back. They're key linebackers. So Dallas has issues on defense here.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. Dallas, healthy or not, it looks like, Doc, they've got issues on defense. What about the New York Giants? They go to New Orleans, and maybe this has caught some people by surprise. An 0-4 Saints team booked as favorites here, but perhaps as you guys dive into the matchup with the Giants and the Saints, makes a little more sense.
It does make a little more sense there. Obviously, Malik Neighbors, the number one wide receiver, is huge that he is out with the ACL. Tyrone Tracy not necessarily back yet. So, yeah, this is a close game in our opinion when we look at it. The line makes sense where it's at, so we actually don't take a big stake or position on this game.
Doc, the late matchup, Washington and the Chargers, Jaden Daniels returns. I just want to get an assessment about, is he 100%? Because how would that affect, if he's not, his rushing attack today on the road for L.A.?
I believe Jaden Daniels is 100% and is fine and can do everything today for the Washington Commanders. They were safe and slow in bringing him back because he's their franchise guy. The only issue with Jaden Daniels today is how will he play with the knee brace? He's going to wear a knee brace as extra protection. The team is insisting on it, I'm sure. And how will the game plan change a little bit? But I do believe his knee is fine.
Doc, can I ask you quickly about Brock Bowers? This feels like one of those situations where maybe you guys at SixScore.com are like, of course. What are you seeing here around the superstar tight end for Vegas?
Look, with the report of a bone bruise, we knew he wasn't 100% from the PCL. The fact that there's a bone bruise on top of it, he should be shut down, and likely more than just this week.
Wow.
Why? You don't want to turn this injury into a career-altering injury with bone bruise, with cartilage over the top. So I think they're going to be safe with him. He's like a franchise tight end in his second year. With the bone bruise report, I think you're going to have to miss multiple weeks.
All right, that's a big update, but it's coming from as good of a source as you can find. That's the Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow. Again, get over to SixScore.com. Doc, we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, great stuff there from the Pro Football Doc, Dr. David Chow. Not great news for the Vegas Raiders, but maybe they could still hang around today.
Need Geno. Big night for Geno.
We will break down the entire slate next on SportsGrid.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him. They're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in.
Right? It's more so. Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquel Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. You can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim. only on SportsGrid.
All right, live with right here on SportsGrid, Kevin Walsh, Joe Lisi. We're going to whip it around. We're going to go through all these games. But, Joe, quick update here. Vikings driving. Little TJ Hawkinson for you. Justin Jefferson with the big grab. Inside the 30, they now might have eyes on taking a lead here on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, overtime opens up everything for secondary options and receivers, rushing attack as well.
Yeah.
If they get the touchdown, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Dylan Gabriel. They do have 2 timeouts. If you're Cleveland and they're inside, let's say, the 10, do they start taking some timeouts just to preserve it, right?
Yeah. That's a good point. Here's an interesting thing. You now have.
I mean, I honestly believe that because of the rookie quarterback, O'Connell's content going into overtime. So don't force it here if it's not there, right?
That is a good point, Joe. I'm now starting to realize you've got a lot of spread drama here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, because, touchdown. Yeah, that's boy, this
35 and a half is hanging in the balance.
You got the whole, it's a good point. Because I think you and I agree.
Because if O'Connell wants to have stones and roll 7s here, I'm saying if they get inside the 10 and they go for the touchdown. Does he try and win it? I wouldn't think so, just because I think he'd be content.
I disagree with you, actually. I think he's looking to win it. I
don't think he is right now. That throw was safe to Jordan Mason on the outside. Again, I think he's telling, because they've been able to get some sacks on him, Carson Wentz, don't do anything stupid. Let's just, at worst, get the field goal and go into OT, because we have a quarterback that right now is struggling.
Yeah, see, it's 3rd and 3.
Let me ask you this. If it goes to OT, are you confident that they could even get it past midfield, Dylan Gabriel? It's going to be the
overtime,
Russian.
Yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I think that they've done.
What are we looking at here?
I think maybe if he got out of bounds, because whether or not they need to use the timeout is what I think. So here's the thing, Joe. This is a really fun spot. 3rd and 3. 9 out of 10 times I say run it. If you don't get it, go for it. But I don't think O'Connell would go for it if it's 4th and 1. I think he'd tie the game.
Yeah.
So with that, I'd throw here on 3rd and 3 if I was Minnesota.
But then you leave clock.
I'll live with that. You know what I mean? I'll live with that.
Okay.
Because again, if you run it, I don't think Cleveland's calling timeout. Actually.
Good point.
I don't think. I could be wrong. Let's do a couple of whip arounds here. We're tracking London, okay? Texans, Ravens. We talked about this a lot at the start of our show. No Hamilton, no Lamar, no Stanley, no Humphrey, no Roquan Smith. I'm on the Texans money line, okay? This was -112 earlier this morning, -120 late last night. That number has climbed up. I think this is a spot where the Texans, Joe, when you have a bad team beat up, sometimes they can meet the moment, the opponent's sleeping. The Texans are dying to beat a team of the Ravens' caliber. I think that's exactly what they do here.
I can only look Texans, but my heart wants to take the over 40.5.
Really?
The problem is I don't know what Cooper Rush is going to give us. You got an above-average defense that's going to get after it. He's immobile. He's not going to break contain with the RPO game. I'm nervous about the total, but I can only look Houston. I'm on Nico Collins, 70.5 receiving. I'm on Schultz, anytime touchdown.
You're on Schultz, anytime touchdown. I am very, very curious to see if Houston is going to meet the moment, but I'm betting it. It's one of my favorite bets on our slate today. Saints-Giants, 1.5 point spread in favor of New Orleans, total 41.5. I kind of lean G-Men, but I'm playing Jackson Dart over 1.5 passing touchdown.
You might get it. I can only look Giants as well. I think they're the better team, unfortunately. You give Jackson Dart the edge over whoever starts, basically, for New Orleans. I just believe in the Giants' defense on the road more than I believe in the Saints. They can't run the football effectively. I lean to the under, though. I think we see a similar just because he's on the road and now that Dable's got it in his head, this is his saving grace. Try and win at all costs. That means a lower scoring game, methodical. I don't think he opens it up here.
Yeah, I'm going to play Dart. I think that they're going to let the kid throw a little bit. We have, I think he's in. That is a Jordan Addison touchdown. That is
throw.
a Minnesota Vikings lead and an extra point that matters a lot. A lot here is on the way.
Wow.
Let me get Dolphins-Panthers in here for you, Lise. No Tyreek Hill. No Chuba Hubbard. Rico Dowdle props are interesting. Jalen Waddle props are interesting. I couldn't get to the window on any of them. Anything for you?
No, I can't. I mean, maybe Tremble, anytime touchdown, potentially.
Tommy T. One thing I was looking up.
I like Carolina.
Can I tell you something?
I like the under.
Teams off of Monday night have been extra points up and in. Teams off of Monday night, Joe, terrible against the number. 8 teams so far, 1-6-1 against the spread.
Yeah.
So those short weeks, I actually have a Monday night team I'm playing. I don't even want to get. We'll get there. I have a terrible bet I'm making. I think you're going to think I'm nuts, but we'll get there in a second. Panthers, Dolphins. I think my heart leans Miami, but I'm not playing it. Jalen Waddle should have himself a really good game. Colts, Raiders, we both like this.
Scary.
I took the hook. I think the hook makes me. The hook is worth no Bowers, no Colton Miller. This is a Pete Carroll spot if I've ever seen one.
I agree. 7 points with the old man Gino. I think he busts out for 250 plus. Took Trey Tucker anytime touchdown and Jacoby Myers anytime touchdown. Out of both receivers, I like Myers for yards. I'm not looking at anything on the Colts side. Again, I don't want to be handcuffed in this game. I want the 7 points. Every time Vegas plays the Colts, go back to history. They seem to pull these games out. Gardner Minshew, I think back in the day, pulled one out.
We got a lot to follow on this one. Colts, Raiders. I do think Jonathan Taylor has himself a really big day in this game. Despite that, very curious what Genty gives the people for an encore. Least quickly, Eagles, Broncos here. I've mentioned my Philly team total over 23.5. Lean Birds on the spread. What about you?
Birds on the spread, the under, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's not what I wanted to hear.
I don't think Denver's going to be able to run it. I don't think they're going to be able to throw it. I think they're honestly Fugazi passing attack with Bo Nix.
So
Fugazi.
It's interesting because since I'm playing the Eagles team total, I actually am a little fearful of Nix in this game.
Are you?
I think there's going to be a full gunslinger situation here.
Okay.
I think it's a boomer bust game for him.
I'll put it this way.
We just got a big one. Attaboy, Lise. We love a London game.
The Buffalo beatdown for Bo Nix, where he had one good drive and then didn't perform after that. I think that's what we're going to see today in the link.
Early and not late.
33-6.
Okay, if someone's like, hey, Lise, I'm backing one Eagle prop today.
You're not going to like it.
A guy. Forget
Sasquatch.
You think it's a Barkley day.
Took him 90 plus. I think it's Hurts. I think it's Barkley on the ground.
I like it. I do.
Sasquatch.
You know who's interested
Can I buy you into? You want to take a $110 on Barkley?
You know who's standing out to me a little bit?
Who?
Devonta Smith.
Yeah, out of both receivers, I would take Devonta.
Oh, they did the Hail Mary early here. A prayer.
Fannin!
Oh, he got picked. Oh, if you're sitting on the no interception, was that his? Imagine that. I think you just cashed the interception thing on that. Whoa, what's this? People look upset. Hold on. Hold. Hold.
Why
PI, maybe?
What is it?
What is happening here? What is happening here?
Why are these games?
Was it PI?
PI. There was no flag.
Well, there's got to be. He looks upset. Timeout. What are they calling? Kevin O'Connell looks distraught.
Take the interception off the board.
Can I get you on Devonta Smith?
70, 80?
I'm going to play him now.
Nah.
Because here's my thing. You know what I like? Sometimes I'm not sure Jalen Hurts. I think he sees this AJ stuff, and a little bit's going to bother him. And he's like, oh, Devonta's upset. You know what, Devonta, I'll get you the ball. AJ, you sit over there. Surtain, he's so good.
Right, well, that's the Surtain and Devonta matchup.
I don't know. Now you got me on the Smitty Pro. I got to get away from you. You keep talking me into things that you're actually not talking me into. I'm just talking myself
I'm bringing up stuff that you didn't think about.
You're the best. We'll be right back. More Whip Around.
Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. You're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquil Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump, and you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
All right, back with you right here on SportsGrid. Let's keep whipping it around. Kevin Walsh, Joe Lisi. By the way, Browns backers, awful. Sorry. That's brutal. Okay? Total backers. What a moment. Love that for you. If you went over in the game, Carson Wentz. What a monster that guy is.
Starter, QB1.
Hey, Jets, Cowboys, don't look now. Favored at 1.5. Your New York Jets.
Smells just like Florida and Texas yesterday. Give me the Jets. They win it by a field goal. I'm on Garrett Wilson. And
a field goal? That's your confidence level? Well, give me. I want him to win it by 100.
Win it by double digits. Alter to 8.5.
There you go.
All right. I don't care. I just need Breece Hall over his total today, 69.5. Garrett Wilson, anytime touchdown.
Okay.
That's really all I need in the game. On the Dallas side, I did key Tolbert again. He came up big because he made me money last week.
Yeah.
Might as well go back to the wagon.
I got you. All right.
I lean to the under, but we'll see. I could always jump in game.
All right. I am on Justin Fields over 241.5 passing plus rushing in that game. Dallas is allowing 340.5 total pass rush yards to quarterbacks on the season. Fields is almost at 300 total pass rush yards in his complete games. On the ground, through the air, I think Fields plays well. Cardinals-Titans, the survivor spot of the day for many people here, Lise, is Arizona on upset watch.
I don't know if they're on upset watch, but I do feel that Tennessee is live with the plus 8.5 in this matchup. I just think, again, when you get shut out 26-0, I think Cam Ward will look to put up some points in this ballgame. My best bet, though, is the over 41.5. Might even be a best bet for the show.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I, by the way, am very, very interested to watch two big things in this game. Oh, well, actually, I have a sell me something in this game, so I'll bring up the other one then.
There you go.
Marvin Harrison, I am so serious. It feels like his whole career changed last Thursday. That late touchdown, he was emotional when he caught it, Joe. I am very curious if Marvin Harrison Jr. is ready to start to realize his potential. We will find out today. Seahawks, Bucks, 3.5-point line, total 44.5. I lean under in this game. I have not played under in this game. I may get there a little bit later on in the day. What do you like in Seattle, Tampa Bay?
I lean Seattle. Don't love it, but I would take the total 44.5. Again, I don't think there's a rushing attack for Tampa Bay on the road here. I think it's all Baker Mayfield, limited weapons. I think he chucks it 40, 45 times a game, and game on, we get through this total. Could be a shootout between him and Sam Darnold.
Sammy D. I am very curious the running back usage with Bucky out. Word out this morning, Bucky is definitely missing more than just this week here. How does Sean Tucker factor in? Is it all Rachaad White? Time will tell. Chargers, Commanders, 2.5, 3-point line here. You like this total?
I do. I think it blows through it. I think we get through the 50s. I do lean to Washington with Jaden Daniels coming back. I'm not sold on the defense for the LA Chargers.
Yep.
And I think Daniels exploits them on the ground, especially the way Dart did. I altered it high up to 60+ for Jaden Daniels. You heard the report from Doc. He's 100%, so let's go. All systems go. 43.5 is light.
All right, let's find out. I still have not played Washington at 3. I'm very, I may get there a little bit later. The 3.5s will never come. I don't know if I'm going to play Washington. It might just be a better live game for me. Lise, I am very excited to watch this one play out, though. I am betting this next game. Oh, gosh.
Wow, what are you taking?
Cincinnati plus 10.5.
I don't like this game in any capacity.
Can I make my case on Cincinnati 10.5?
Are we going to take Chase 100 receiving? I mean, if it's not coming this game, when's it coming? He's going to check out.
Do you think, with Jake Browning, the Bengals are the worst team in the league?
No.
Then they're plus 10.5, baby. That's really what it comes down. At least they're getting booked like they are the dead worst team in the league. 10.5. This is now at this point basically a point more than Detroit laid last week to Cleveland. They were home for the football game.
I know.
I got to take a shot here on Cincinnati. Jake Brown, this Bengals team is coming out being like, nope, we trust it. He's got something here. This offense has to get going. Big time total here. I'm backing Browning. I'm getting 10 and a hook. I have to do it.
Outright?
Oh, can I? Somewhere deep in my soul, I feel like it's on the board, but I also feel like they might lose this game by 600 points.
Really? Yeah, you think so?
Can I say something too? Sometimes something pops up on Twitter and it bothers you, like you can't get away from it. But apparently this is like a homecoming game for David Montgomery. So there's going to be a lot of touchdowns.
He played at Iowa State.
I think he's from there or something. I don't know. I saw it on Twitter. It'd be great if it was fake. Maybe I got, Port Sports Report. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just saying I don't want to deal with any of these touchdowns here in Detroit. Let's get Sunday Night Football on the board.
Let's do it.
We've talked a lot about this game.
Over.
You love this game.
I do.
You do secretly love this game. You know what's interesting?
Go ahead.
A lot of late totals for you today. As it gets darker, it gets more exciting.
The games at 4, I think, have better quarterback play.
Yeah, I think that's
losing
totally
my voice
fair.
here. I think there's. I need a cup of water.
He needs a lozenge, this guy.
I do. I need some honey. The quarterback play in the 4 o'clock window, I think, is going to be much better than what we see at 1 o'clock.
I like Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns. To some of what Joe said there, it's supposed to be a high-scoring atmosphere. May's done this now in 3 straight games. I think we're seeing this sophomore leap here for Drake May in this spot. Josh Allen, I'm not fading him on the other side because Josh Allen is home. Again, they've been home now for their first 5 games, which is remarkable, and they score 30 in all of their games. And I think Buffalo, hey, K-Dub, power rank the teams. I would have them behind Philly.
Right.
Behind no one else. Their status as Super Bowl favorites actually doesn't bother me because of the path of the AFC East and maybe the path of the AFC as a whole. Josh's spot as the MVP favorite is deserved. With all of that said, they have played awful football teams all at home. Let's start to get Buffalo against some legit competition, maybe outside of their building, or one of the two would be nice to really get an idea just how good this team is. Well, we know they're good. Are they world beaters? Are they the best team in football?
A divisional opponent typically brings out your best, right? So you're going to get their best effort tonight, especially against a team that won one outright, Week 18. I know it was backups, and covered it as an 11.5-point dog, last year in Week 14. So, again, I think the Patriots can move the football. I just think this game could look 40-24. I mean, would that shock you?
No, listen, I think this could be a great. Like
They've won 14 straight by 15.3 points per game.
I think if there's going to be a struggle point, though, it would just be like turnovers and things like that. There's going to be yardage in the game. I feel very confident about that. We're going to watch it all play out. Here's what we got for you on deck. Sell me something. Best bets before In-Game Live breaks you down and covers you throughout this entire slate. We're live on SportsGrid.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there's some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. That's you're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness. That's
he's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquel Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. And you can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim, only on SportsGrid.
Pro football today. We appreciate you hanging out with us with an international game starting us off. Browns, Vikings, a lot of drama, some live juice, Bond, Mason, a couple of talented players helping us out. We have Sell Me Something on deck. It's Kevin Walsh and Joe Lisi, but we begin, Joe, the best bets in case these are some 1 o'clock kicks, which usually it is for you. I'm just taking note. Little off platform for you in the best bet market. We've seen that before. I'm rooting you in. You know that. You know I'm rooting you in. What's your best bet?
Well, you know I like a good tight end, right? So
no.
Not just
best
one.
Bet. Best bet.
Oh, best bet.
No. You know why I make? Because I've learned this. Your Sell Me Something is really the star of the show. So we hold that close to the vest until the late minute. Give me the best bet.
My best bet. My best bet is the over. 4 o'clock window, Arizona, Tennessee. The fact that they got shut out, I think Cam Ward takes that a little bit personally. I think Callahan's an absolute atrocious head coach.
Yeah.
But again, he's got nothing to lose. I think they're dead man walking. They open up the offense. And Kyler Murray, what we saw in the fourth quarter in the last performance against Seattle, I think carries through early on in this matchup. They've shown a propensity to start slow a little bit. I think they open it up. I think they put up potentially 30 to 35 points on Tennessee today. I think Kyler could throw for 250, and all the receivers are live for Arizona.
I think this is going to be a fun game. It's going to be featured in my Sell Me Something, but I'm going to be dialed in on the Raiders plus 7.5 against the Indianapolis Colts. This is a Pete Carroll spot if I have ever seen one. How do we get to, a number like this? Colts are looking great. They lose to the Rams, and it's the proof. Wow, but they were close. They hung. Daniel Jones, 2 picks. I see you. I see you getting back to your old ways. Pete Carroll will be waiting. They will be ball hawking. Geno is due for a much better game. Genti breaking out on the ground. I think the Raiders are live in this game. They cover the 7.5 point spread. I will give you my Sell Me Something. I think you will love it.
Go ahead.
Kyler Murray and Cam Ward to combine for 500 passing yards.
How much is
just
that?
under 5-1.
That's not enough. Let's do 6. This could
let me see what it is for 6.
Let
me not see what it is for 6.
Just
Cut
look,
it out.
it's probably 20-1.
It probably is. I don't want to know.
I like it.
Let me look. All right, I'll look.
I love it.
You like it?
I like it. I love it at 6.
But can I just say, and I'm going to look it up for you because we'll see if we can. Again, you know what? Classic Lisi. He's basically taking control of my Sell Me Something. Here's my thing, Lise, right? You got to think that Cam Ward at some point Like he's calling himself out. He's calling the team out. Has to take some ownership here. 2 passing touchdowns. Doesn't even go up to 6. If 575 is plus 1660.
It's not.
I'll keep looking for 6. I think Cam Ward throws it. I think Kyler throws it. I think these guys will fly for 250. I really believe that.
Goes into my over. Points
it sure
plenty.
does. It sure does.
6-3 half. We're gonna jump somebody. How about that?
Go ahead.
So, I said I like a tight end, right? What better if you like one tight end? You got to love 2 tight ends. It's up to 27-1 now. Mason Taylor and Evan Ingram that just got involved in the offense in the Monday Nighter against Cincinnati, I think will both eat today, especially when you talk about Bo Nix going up against the Eagles. I think it's underneath throws. I think it's Evan Ingram, more of a hybrid type of tight end as opposed to Troutman. And Mason Taylor stepping up. I think Justin Fields could hit him today. 50-plus yards for both, okay? 27-1.
Which one do you feel better about?
Ingram, believe it or not.
I cannot believe that. Really?
I think Ingram, to me, they utilized him in multiple sets last week. If you watch the Monday Nighter, he was in the slot. He was utilized. Bo Nix went to him a couple of times. He got through his number easily last week.
Yeah.
In this type of matchup, if it's a similar type of spread that we saw when he ran with Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen in that offense, not Liam Cohen, Doug Peterson in that offense, I think we can see him eat in this ballgame. I don't think, again, he yards after catch, I mean, 30, 40, 50, I ladder him up. I think he could have a big day.
Evan Ingram is supposed to be a legitimate part of what they do in Denver. And this is what I told you, Joe, somebody on the Eagles team total. I don't know how I feel about Philly's defense here today. I think the offense has to be good from the word go. I trust the team total in this spot here. I'm not really sure how this is all going to be balanced out, today.
Well, so think about this. If you're the Eagles, are you worried about Mims? Are you worried about
even if he's open, he'll drop it or Knicks will miss him. I'm not. It's a great point.
So my point is, give me somebody in the slot on a nickelback or linebacker that's not going to be Quinyon Mitchell or potentially Cooper DeJean. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun here today, folks. We're really excited. Again, best bets over 41.5. Cardinals, Titans. Give me the Raiders plus 7.5. Dialed in on these Texans early now. All this. What's the big one? 1 o'clock. Where are you really focused?
Jets, Cowboys. I have a ton of props in that game.
Ton of props. Oh, the Brees Hall. Oh boy. For Joe Lisi, I'm Kevin Walsh. We'll see you tomorrow on SportsGrid. In Game Live is next.
Well, Shadur, which quarterbacks are you talking about? Because there is some bad quarterback play out there, but the dude who can't beat Dylan Gabriel out for a job and can't beat Joe Flacco out for a job certainly can't lay claim to being better than any other quarterback in the league.
The Craig Carton Show. Only on SportsGrid.
That's a lot for a closer. 10. You're not a closer anymore if you blow 10 games. I mean, my goodness.
He's mentally broken too. Like, it's to the point where, like, Dodger fans aren't even mad at him; they're more mad at the Dodgers for putting him out there.
Putting him in,
right? It's more so.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, guys, like, he's done.
In Game Live, only on SportsGrid.
Major League Baseball has decided it is time to put balls and strikes not just in the hands of the umpires, but also the robot umpires, as they say. The ABS system is now officially in place starting next season. Now, keep in mind, they're not just throwing this out there. They have used this at the Arizona Fall League, and they've also used it at different levels of the minor leagues as well.
Newswire, only on SportsGrid.
Everything changed at that point. They went and got Jonquel Jones, and they really had that triple threat monster team. That second year they lost in the WNBA Finals, 3-1 against the Las Vegas Aces. Year 3, they finally get over the top hump. You can question whether they should have won the title with that foul call late in Game 5 that sent Breanna Stewart to the foul line.
Betting above the rim. Only on Sport.